All right.
Hey, what's up, Mitchell? What's
Wait,
up, Noah?
do
What's
not
up, Brian?
fucking start this.
What's up?
So, today we're gonna give you a joking 101 tutorial.
No,
Shut the
we're
fuck up.
gonna start this podcast with the public humiliation
What's
of
up?
Brian over here.
I'm not talking about anything. Somebody say what's up.
What's up?
The ceiling. We're staring
Hey,
at it.
fuck
Welcome
it.
back to the
Fuck
podcast.
Yeah.
I do. Why?
See,
why?
at this point,
why?
you know it's coming, and we just enable it every time.
It's the inevitable fate, Noah. He's not going to stop.
Yeah, he just won't shut up about it.
I mean,
We gotta have
that-
an intro, and it's gotta be delivered.
Anyways,
that's fine. I mean,
we're
it's like how Son Goku is, like really into praising Allah, you know. Like,
of course.
that's what he is.
Anyways, welcome back to Staring at the Ceiling. We're gonna start off by publicly shaming Brian today because apparently they started playing League of Legends.
Game's alright.
I'm disappointed. I did not think you could stoop so low.
Game's alright.
I
But
just don't want to hear Fortnite slander.
I was
Ever
gonna
again.
say I
wasn't
never
one-
want to
I
hear
wasn't one to slander
any
Fortnite. I
slander
wasn't.
of
one to slander
any
Fortnite.
kind ever again.
Noah, you play baby. Shut up.
You play Riot games. That's like the ultimate.
Yeah, like you've lost me, Brian. You've
Noah,
lost
you
me.
play Tencent
just-
Riot games, alright? Well, actually,
look.
you want to go roundabout? Tencent owns Riot Games, Noah. Tencent
Okay, but
made
I'm
Pokemon Unite.
I'm playing
let's go
a
roundabout
game.
here.
Look, I'm playing a game based off a popular IP that I have loved since I was a child. You are playing a game that is just a random game you haven't played before, and it just turns out to be really bad.
Isn't
There's
that
a
like?
difference.
Isn't that like most game IPs though? You just kind of like play them and you
No,
don't know them.
There's
I
a
don't understand
difference.
where you're getting.
I
with it.
play
I
Pokemon
understand where you're
Unite
getting
because
with
it's
that one.
Pokemon.
I'm in a podcast with a Senran Kagura player,
Bitch.
with a League player, with Noah. I'm fucking just.
Yeah, let's go.
Mitchell, we have something on YouTube.
Everyone here is falling. What do you have on me? What
You
the
download
fuck do you have
titty
on me?
mods.
What?
Yeah, you're for Fallout. You download
Not
these
the
degenerate
general-
mods for Fallout and Skyrim. We
Okay,
have
okay.
evidence. We have proof.
First of all, I don't download the titty mods. For
Uh-huh,
Fallout.
yeah.
Actually, I do.
Oh,
wait, never
just for not Fallout, right. Of
I
course,
rescind
of course.
that. I rescind that.
Uh-huh,
I do download titty mods for Fallout 4
Yeah.
because that game has literally nothing in it. But that's just Fallout. Okay, that's just Skyrim. I mod those anyway. Okay, the
You
degeneracy
turned
I
it
mod those
into-
into.
You turned them into some of the most degenerate. things
No,
I've seen.
I do not. No, I do
And I
not.
need you
No,
to
I
make
do
a
not.
few
And I
of those
know that.
mods.
I know you don't know shit about what I mod because I do not. I
Yes,
could
you
do
do.
so much worse than what the fuck I do. You do not know what the fucking degeneracy is.
the point
of
is,
Skyrim modding.
the
Okay,
point
if you're
is-
gonna say that I turn it into the most degenerate shit, I don't. I honestly don't. I just have a couple titties popping around. Okay, that's normal. That's why I'm a
That's
fucking
normal.
healthy. I'm a healthy male. Okay, I like some titties.
but-
I just
but-
happen to see some titties around. Okay,
but
but if you want
let
to
it-
talk
go
about
ahead.
some real degeneracy, okay, we can talk about some real degeneracy. Okay, I could be downloading Sex Lab and all its fucking add-ons. Okay, you don't want to know what fucking Sex Lab add-ons are. Okay, I've seen what Sex Lab add-ons are, and I don't want them in my fucking game. Okay, I don't want to get beaten. Okay, and then go into a defeat state and then turn. I'm not even gonna say it for the sake of the podcast. I'm not even gonna say it. So you can fucking hop off my dick, okay? Because I'm not one of you playing Senran Kagura, one of those fucking titty, fucking boring ass
But you're
games.
adding it. Hey,
okay?
it's a Warriors game. But
Yeah, and
you're
it's a
adding it.
game
You're
I already
adding it,
like.
though.
It's a game I
But
already
you're
like.
adding
It's
it.
a game I
But you're
already
adding
like.
it.
It's a
But you're
game I
adding
already
it.
like. It's a
I
game I
like
already
the
like.
Warriors style
Senran
game.
Kagura is degenerate and it's boring.
I already like the Warriors style
Trash.
game. Listen,
You
Look,
are
look, no.
I
Okay,
got it for
look,
the game,
look.
but you're doing
You
this
followed.
for the you're doing
Children.
this for your game
The
for
point
titties. I got it
is,
for the game,
look,
but
the point is,
it happened
Mitchell,
that too.
do not act
Okay.
like you have the high ground against us. Let's
I
be
do
honest.
have the high
Out
ground.
of
You don't
out
have
of
the high ground.
all of us here,
No, you don't.
I'm the one that probably has the high ground. Let's be
No,
real
you
here.
don't.
Yeah, no.
You don't. We're about to tear you fucking down.
What
No,
have
no,
I
you don't.
done?
No,
I'm the
you
most
don't.
vanilla person here.
Friendly fire.
No, Noah. No, you're no, Noah. No.
Friendly fire.
Well, I don't play Sinner and
Playing
Kagura. That's
Fortnite.
all you, Jay.
How much have you
Fortnite
read?
is the
Hey,
most
hey, hey,
basic
hey, hey,
game.
hey,
What are you talking
No.
about?
How much have you read
Fortnite.
One Piece this week?
None, because I've been busy studying for an
Yeah, but
exam.
what did you get to in Fortnite by the last podcast?
Oh yeah, I finished the battle
Hey,
pass.
get out Fortnite. Get out Fortnite.
Yeah,
Get out
so
Fortnite.
shut the
Hey,
fuck
hey,
up. So shut the fuck up.
friendly
I don't want to
fire.
hear it.
Friendly fire. Mr.
No,
Get out
I'm not
Fortnite.
judging you on Fortnite, Jay. I judge you on Sinner and Kagura. That's a whole different thing.
Friendly fire. Hey, I judge you on the other shit that you play. and talk
For
about.
example,
I have to
Visual
think
novels.
about it.
what?
What you say?
Visual novels,
Visual novels.
Oh
Visual
yeah.
novels?
Oh, you have some. You have
like
some
the
pretty
Capo
degenerate.
or wherever the fuck.
You have some pretty degenerate visual novels,
I
to be honest.
enjoy a nice story. Okay, good characters.
You like playing?
good
I
music.
turned in my sister shit stain. All right, like, that's what you like playing.
Well, that's the
Turned into
visual.
my
That's the
sister's piss
no.
water.
See, no, Brian. That's light novels. There's a difference.
Nah, there's visual.
No.
Listen, I've been on the Steam. I've been on the Steam front page on the store. I've been
Oh,
around.
you said.
Okay,
For
let's
reason,
look,
you said
look,
novels,
look.
you said-
No,
you
no,
said
no,
light
no, no, no.
novels.
This is
You said
Brian's.
light
No,
novels. That
listen,
means
listen. This is Brian's strategy. They're trying to turn us against each other. Let's refocus on the
no,
fact
no,
that
no.
they are
I got
playing
something
League
to
of
say. I got something to say.
Legends.
I didn't
no.
start that.
I got something to say. You said that you reading light novels, right? That means that you're sitting here reading this detailed, degenerate text, like with no pictures, no anything. You're just intrigued from reading the text of some of this stupid shit. That's pretty bad. No, I don't want to hear it.
Dude, there's good light novels. Like there's some shitty light novels. Don't get me wrong, but there's also really good light novels. Like
You went deep to read, just start reading about it. That's down bad.
you know Haruhi Suzumiya is a light novel, right? And that's like considered one of the
I'm not
greatest
talking about all the
series.
light novels. I'm talking about some of the other stuff that you have in your
Yeah.
Steam library.
Oh, you're talking about visual novels. Visual novels and light novels, two different things, Jay.
But no, you said
arguing
some were
points.
light novels.
Yeah.
Well, light novels are physical novels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Visual
There's
novels.
some
Yeah, no, there's some bad visual novels. Don't get me wrong. I haven't read those bad visual novels. I stay more on the actual like story tamer side to it
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I don't
Let
really
me go
read
your
that
Steam
stuff.
Real quick. Let's go on your Steam real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna snitch on everybody.
Look, let's just
Oh,
keep going on the fact that Brian has lost all respect for themselves and has decided to play
So,
League of Legends.
Brian, you have fallen from grace. League
You
is
have.
yeah, League is probably
absolutely.
the worst.
Allah
So-
forgive me.
Cock, no.
Allah forgive me. But for saying
After-
even uttering the name, but League of Legends, okay.
I'm
Fucking
just saying,
absolute-
after all the days of talking about the corporate greed, talking about especially with Fortnite and these other games, all right, and then you fall into League. Of all the games you can fall into after saying stuff, you fall into League. That
A
is
black
just the
pit.
ultimate. That
A
is the
black
ultimate.
I pray one day you are saved from League, but the fact that
No.
you have fallen down the dark hole.
That game
I
is the
think
devil.
once you fall into the pit, I don't think you jump out of the pit. I'm gonna be real with you. I think you're
There are
gone.
some. There are some. who
There are
climb
some.
out.
There are some.
Oh.
You think fighting game players hate their game when they stick complain
Dude,
about what
League
TT
players
plays?
hate
They
their
hate
game.
They're addicted.
Oh
Because they
my
know that
god,
they know that they are in hell. Okay, their souls are damned for hell. All right,
dude.
and that the only way,
They
and that
know
the
they're
only way,
trapped and they can't.
and that the only way to save their fucking souls from damnation is to crawl out of that fucking hell pit. Okay, with
They
their
won't.
fucking. Yeah. It's like okay. I know none of you read Vinland Saga, but it's like Vinland Saga. Okay, every night he dreams about being fucking stuck in hell and having to crawl out, but he never can. Okay, every night. That's what that's a League player. All right,
Dude,
you're stuck in hell. You try to crawl out, but you can't.
the
All right,
only
that's
joke
absolutely-
the only joke I've ever heard League players say is just how bad their game is. Like that's all I hear from them. They're just like, yeah, don't play it. Don't do it.
Trash.
Look, I'm gonna be real. Hot take.
Then you see the costumes and you're like, huh.
Hot take.
You
I
fall
no
in
no
the
no.
hell. You
Hot
fall
take.
straight
I
in the
would
hell.
rather see you playing Overwatch than League. I'm gonna be real.
No,
I did play
that's just-
Overwatch.
I would rather you play Overwatch than League because at least look
In
Blizzard.
its
Okay,
current
look.
state, no.
Okay, I haven't played Overwatch in a minute, but like I know Blizzard is a terrible company, and I stand behind that they're terrible. When I played Overwatch, it was fun. That's at
All right,
least
well, now
a
we're on
Define
difference.
your
fun,
case.
Noah. Define
Now
fun.
we're on your case. All right.
What?
You just
You
dug
can't
yourself
argue
deeper.
with me that Overwatch was not a fun game. I don't know about it now, but you cannot argue that it wasn't a fun game. It's
You
That
just
game
a,
was
just dug it
fucking
deeper.
shit. That
you.
game-
It was not shit. Like I'll be real. If I was gonna rate it, I'd rate it like 6 out of 10 at the time I played it. I don't know about now, but
Game's pretty ass. I can't
it
front
was
with it.
fine. I'd rather you play
It
that
only
than
got worse.
League.
We
I'm
kind of
sorry.
got out of it. We kind of got out of it when like it got to its like beginning of the end. When Brigitte came out, she ruined the game. Apparently, and it's only ever gotten worse since then. So
I'm fucking sorry. I just saw a picture of Megan Thee Stallion with her boyfriend. I fell down to my knees and started fucking clutching my chest. I can't.
This is
Oh,
old
okay.
news, bro. You don't remember she had that picture of her?
No, I
getting-
remember. I remember she's got her boyfriend, but I just saw another picture of her and I just fell down to my knees. I can't take it anymore.
Bro, that's unfortunate.
I'm good. I'm focusing up. I'm ready. I'm good. I'm good again.
So-
I'm good for the podcast.
But yeah, no, you're not making.
So Brian,
I just don't want to be Shane playing for it no more. That's all.
I don't want to hear you
my
judge
Donald Mustard
anything.
slander.
Don't worry. I'll still
No
do it.
more.
Yeah, no, yeah, Mitchell will still do it. Also, Noah, now that I know how MOBAs work, I can make fun of you playing Pokemon. Actually, I can
Why?
No, you can't. You can't.
I was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
say,
I can't
play
dog
League.
on
You
it.
can't.
No, no,
can't. You play
it's
League.
no, it's because it's comparing League to it. I can dog on it.
Yeah, it's
You
meant
know-
to be.
you know,
It's meant to be a
you're playing-
simpler
but you played the
MOBA.
source.
It's meant to be a simpler
Babies.
MOBA with shorter.
You dug
match
into the
times.
source. You dug into the source.
It's not the source.
That is the source.
No, it's not.
League is the source.
Dota.
Yeah, Dota exists with Llama for League. Then.
Brian, that
Yeah, I
judging
the
no.
source of the
Okay, hold
degeneracy
up, Brian.
is,
Judging Pokemon Unite because it's a simpler league is like judging one fighting game because it's not as advanced or complicated.
You
as another
pretend I
fighting
don't
game.
do that. You pretend
That's
I don't do
degenerate behavior right there. That's
You
insane.
pretend I don't do that.
That's degenerate behavior.
Have you
That's
seen me
insane.
talk about Guilty Gear Strive before?
That's crazy. I don't know. I mean, something doesn't really have to be complicated to be good. It's crazy.
Is League older than fucking? No.
No,
Wait.
it's not.
No,
Older than
Dota, because
what?
Dota was a Warcraft 3 mod.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's not. It's not older.
Dota,
I'm just saying.
Dota's older. Dota's older.
Dota's
I'm
older.
not saying that League is the source of
I was
all
just looking it
MOBAs.
up.
I'm just saying
I was
that
getting
League is the
mind fucked
source
there
of
for a minute.
degeneracy.
Yeah. Were you looking at like Dota 2 or some shit?
No, I was looking at Dota.
I think. Oh, I know what you mean, because I think there's like. Because it was a mod, but then I think there was like a point where it came.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
But yeah, no. You
Oh,
talk about like the skins in League. You're like, but the skins are cool. Aren't the skins like a lot of money?
No.
How much? How much do the
People
how much
you
do
know
the
what?
good skins cost? The good skins, like the rare value
Depends.
skins,
Less than Multiversus.
less than $20. I've heard that skins in that game are ridiculously high.
The premium ones are like 20, but like that's
Oh, that's the
most
same
of
as
them are
Fortnite.
like
No way.
it's about Fortnite prices. Yeah,
But
actually,
you know what? In Fortnite, I get
Fortnite costs
Goku.
more?
I get Goku in Fortnite. You get
Goku.
you get some freaking Scrimblow, Bimblow, freaking rando
I get
skins.
titties. I get
Alright.
titties.
You get that in Fortnite too. You get Starfire.
Alright.
No, I don't know. You get Raven, you get Starfire, you got Laura Croft. They got their own OCs.
Art style.
They're like
That art style doesn't
you
really.
can go get the art style. Oh no, hell no. No,
Fortnite art
They
style
fell
isn't
into the
that
pit.
great.
We are not doing this. No, I'm
They
triggered.
fell into the
No,
pit.
hell no. No.
It's not great.
No,
Neither
no,
is
no.
League. I'm not saying neither is League. I'm not saying
No,
it's,
it's
any
better than that trash. No.
I'm not saying it's any better or worse. I'm just saying I don't like either that much.
But I get Starfire. I get my actual characters. I get Goku, Naruto, Sakura. I shouldn't have said Sakura, but Sasuke. Pretty soon, Walter
Yeah,
White.
you get
pretty soon.
you get Sasuke and Naruto like caked up. Yeah.
Yeah. That's better. That's 10 times better than the Yordle skin. You see,
But
that gets put on the thingamajigger. I don't want to mention in YouTube because it's gonna be contradicted or not contradicted, but redacted or confidential or whatever the word is.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. But I was like, yeah, like it's average skin price. To be honest,
Okay,
And
well,
a lot
I
of
got
games.
I got it here. I got it here. So an ultimate skin in League of Legends costs 3250 RP, which now that they've raised the
Like,
price of it,
yeah.
uh, unless I mean if you buy like 2 different packs, then you would be paying about $27 for an ultimate skin.
Which is about like average in these kind of games.
That's not terrible. I'll
Uh,
give you that price of that skin. That's I mean that's not great, but that's what I fucking hate is when games with microtransactions they give you like these bundle prices, but it's like
Yeah.
you have to buy more than you need, and it's like just let me buy enough gems to get the skin without having to buy extra. I hate it,
Yeah.
but no.
I
That's
personally
the
wish they would just let us buy, like have skins be a certain price and you just buy it. Then again, that could lead to the worst because there are some cases in Fortnite, like when Ariana Grande showed up where her pack was like 4,000 V-Bucks for some reason. So
yeah.
But it's just like I
I
hate when
think
they
in
like.
general costumes need to not be like $20.
Well, they don't. They're costumes, but it's like I hate it when they make it like 2,000 of your currency, but you can only buy like 2,500, or you have to buy like two 1,000s, which ends up costing barely less, if not the same as a 2,500. It's like, bro, just let me buy the 2,000. Like, come on, what are you doing? I hate it.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you're playing League of Legends. We've made fun of League of Legends so much. I'm just disappointed.
I just don't want to hear Fortnite slander. But Mitchell's the only one that can slander it now. It's just the only one.
I barely.
I will continue to
My
slander
ass.
it.
I don't know. Mitchell
Oh,
can't really
Lord.
slander either, so you know.
I will, and I can. Yes, I
Nope,
can.
sorry.
What invalidates me?
Delete the titty mods. Then we'll talk.
Delete the titty mods. Do you even know what the titty mods are?
Delete the
You
feet
don't.
mods, and then we'll
You
talk.
don't know. I don't have the
Send
feet
those to
mods.
me
That's
before
Jay.
you delete them.
That's Jay.
I don't
Jay,
actually.
that is
I don't.
Jay.
Actually, I don't have them. I've been asking Mitchell for them.
Yeah, he's
send
asking me for it right now. I'm not.
Jay and Mitchell are sliding the mods to
I've
each
got
other
some
in the
slight
DMs in the
fucking
background.
I got some slight titties, and besides, I already have to install the titties as a base, okay, for other shit. Okay.
Uh-huh,
Okay,
yeah. Sure.
okay, to be
Not
honest,
degenerate shit.
Of course,
Not
only
degenerate.
only
I'm gonna be
because they're
real.
a base, right?
CBB is one of the most popular mods on the Nexus. It's just a body mod. Okay.
Uh-huh, yeah.
I'm gonna be real. Mitchell's a different breed, to be honest. Because like I went through the process of modding one thing, and I'm not gonna say what it was in Skyrim, but I
Yeah,
modded
Yeah.
this one
protect
thing
your
in
identity on
Skyrim.
that one, yeah.
I modded this one thing in Skyrim, and like it was like a long, grueling process to do, and it was just for a quick laugh for like 5 seconds. And I was like, I wasted my time doing this.
Right,
Well,
right.
you gotta. It's work. Okay. It's its own thing. All right.
Look, Mitchell, the difference.
Apparently, my phenomena is not that uncommon. I've checked the modding Reddits, okay, and apparently it's an actual thing, okay, that people just enjoy modding and then they don't play the fucking
Yeah,
game.
Mitchell, and I'm sure Mitchell, I'm sure if you go to a bar, you might find a couple alcoholics there. That doesn't make
What?
it right.
What? What? Okay, well, alcoholism is just a fucking.
No,
is just a fucking. I get it.
I'm
I understand
saying.
it's a fucking comparison. It's not an apt one. No,
No, I think that's a decent comparison.
Pure fucking ignorance.
If you go on the modding, no,
Pure ignorance. No, modding builds practical skills. Okay,
does it? Yeah.
I know. You fucking have absolutely no experience with it, so you could fucking.
Mitchell,
talk
I've
all
modded
this
so
shit,
many
Noah.
different games.
What have you modded? What have you modded?
I've modded
Noah?
multiple fighting games, multiple Sonic games, a few other odd games here and
multiple
there.
modding games. Most of the time, that's just fucking dropping some fucking files in a folder and then running
That's
some shit.
still
okay?
modding the game.
Modding on my level is completely different. Okay?
Sorry,
It's
we
completely
don't all
different.
choose to torture ourselves, Mitchell.
It's not torture. It's fun as fuck. Okay.
You
It's
play for like
practice.
5
It's
minutes.
building skills. Okay. It's building problem solving skills. Okay. Noah, I go into the game. I figure out something's wrong. I fix it. Okay. It's practical. Okay. It's a fun experience. Okay. I know you wouldn't know that because you want to talk from a place of ignorance, but it's practical. Okay. It's practical.
Mom, don't worry. These video games are increasing my hand-eye coordination. I swear, there's a good reason I'm playing
And a
them all
lot of the
day.
time they do. They do. Okay.
Mitchell, do I have to do I have to do it to you? Do I have to?
What duties?
I'm in a master program for psychology to become a counselor.
Oh, look at this! Look at
Oh, wait,
this,
are you
people!
you're a
Oh.
psychologist?
This is it. This is it. This is it
You're a
right here.
psychologist and rebound.
Ableism.
This is it right here.
Hmm.
This is it
You're like-
right here. This is it
Ableism.
right here. This is toxic. Well, that's a toxic
I
way to use
mean, if we're
it.
trying to
You're
one
a
up
master
each other,
psychologist,
right?
Noah. You're a master psychologist. You just
Shaking my
psychology.
fucking
If
head.
if we're trying
Usually
to
24 hours.
one up each other here, I mean,
We try to warm up each other here,
Shaking my
man. I'm a
fucking head.
freaking I'm a master coder, bro. I'll be hacking into people's computers at work, man. Straight
Whatever.
up.
Okay, I'm not here to defend my modding from Fortnite players and fucking League players. Okay, that's not what I'm here to do.
I wasn't going after your mod.
I know, but still, okay, I have to fucking throw shots at a League player. So we're fucking.
well, you're just
I
in
do
the
that every day,
crossfire,
bro.
honestly.
I do
We're
that
gonna
every
have to-
day.
we're gonna have to.
homies are listening in, probably gonna listen to this podcast. Especially one of them. And they be on that game every day. It's a sickness.
Dude,
This
we're just gonna
depression is the
gonna
devil.
make passing remarks and just be like, "Oh yeah, fuck you, Brian, for playing League." It's
Well,
just you're in the crossfire now.
I just feel good after the years of Fortnite slander, after the Donald Mustard hate, after the corporate speeches on Fortnite. It is I've seen the hypocrisy, and now I'm free.
let's move on. What happened this week? What happened this week?
Joestar Battle, All-Star Battle War.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not in that conversation. Fucking
I feel like-
JoJo, more like no.
Okay,
Shut up,
too
Visual
much.
Hall of Fame.
Too much stuff happened this week. Like too much shit was announced out of nowhere. This is like the
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
TGS has happened, but this
Yeah,
is like
game
the
show.
most. First of all, this is the most like English friendly I feel like TGS has ever been
Yeah,
when it comes
yeah,
to delivering things. And then this is the most content I've seen. Like this felt like an E3. That's how like
It
much
did, yeah.
content.
Normally
I think it's probably
TGSs don't have a
because-
lot.
Yeah, I think it's because of I think it's because E3 didn't have one. Oh, that's why partially they're just like fuck it, we're gonna appeal more. Fucking people in the West watch it anyway, so they said fuck it. But yeah,
And I'm glad. It's like it's just kind of crazy. I didn't expect this like much info. It was kind of overwhelming at a point, to be honest. Because every like day I would
Yeah.
wake up and I'd see like 50 trailers for different things I like to get excited for.
yeah. There's
I'm gonna be honest, I did not watch Tokyo Game Show, so I have no idea.
Well,
Well,
I
it'd be
didn't watch
really
it,
hard
nor
for you
watch
to
it. It's
because
just
it happens at like
trailers.
3 in the morning.
Yeah, it's just the trailers were dropping in the morning. It wasn't
there's
even
a ton of
like
trailers and
watching it.
I-
And then you
I'm-
also
I'm-
had like the direct in the reason why they had the direct in that PlayStation thing this week was because of that. So it all just like culminated. Like the fact it was already a big thing that we had like a Nintendo Direct and a PlayStation Direct at the same time, or State of Play at the same day, on the same day.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So I guess we can break it down one by one.
So, fucking Street Fighter 6 is looking fucking amazing.
Dude, that game looks so good. Like, jeez.
They're doing more than what they have to do.
That
for
game is
game.
like the modern fighting game, to be honest.
This is what I meant. Well, when I said I wanted these games like with content, because this is the stuff. Like this is what PS2 fighting games had, except this has like more, which I never expected from a modern fighting game, considering how like bare bones these shit usually is for the online. But this is like what I meant. But I didn't expect them to go this hard. Like this Xenoverse shit. This is crazy.
I'm actually looking through TGS announcements right now, just to see if there's anything I care about.
But we can go over the Nintendo Direct. Since we saw that,
Do we just want to get Fire
Out the
Emblem out of the
way.
way?
go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet.
So, Fire Emblem hype is shit, but I'm sorry. No matter what Twitter says, that protagonist is downright atrocious.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Like
I don't mind it as much as other people, but
I'm not gonna bash the artist because, like, look, you can draw, I can't. That's already a better skill. I'm sorry, what the fuck is up with the hair? Like, everybody's talked about it already. Why? I don't care if there's a symbolic meaning behind it. It just does not look good.
yeah.
Like, it,
Granted, like I like the other characters more. I will say these characters stick out to me more than Fire Emblem Three Houses, where a lot of characters felt like kind of new to me.
I think there's just so many characters in Three Houses. That's what I like. I like that they're going back
Yeah,
to
well, I mean, like
one
even like
one
the
thing.
main like lords and shit.
Yeah. I like how it looks like it's gonna be one coherent story because, like, I like Three Houses. I still haven't beaten all the stories. I still have to beat Blue Lions and the DLC because
Yeah.
I played like over 100 hours. I'm done, man. At that point.
I'm glad this new game is just like a new Fire Emblem game, and it doesn't really concentrate on like the school shit. It's basically just like a My Castle from fucking Fates,
Yeah.
from what we know. So I mean, like,
Mm.
because part of the problem with Three Houses is the pacing was fucking.
Well, it's
Like
because you were playing the
doing
same.
this.
You were
Yeah,
playing
you're playing the same things over and
you
over
played
again. Then you have the
the
entire
same
school system and all
first
that shit.
half, and then it was like, okay,
Yeah.
now play the second half, and even then, a couple of the second halves were very similar. So you ended up playing like basically the same game multiple times, and it was just a pain in the ass, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
But I've seen people judge. I'm gonna be honest here, because apparently we got the rumors that this game was meant to be the anniversary game and it didn't happen. They delayed it for some reason. Even if it wasn't an anniversary game, I like the mechanic where you bring lords back. People are like, "Oh, it's fan servicey,"
Yeah.
but it's like Fire Emblem doesn't really do fan
We haven't
service
had that.
like out in the open. Like they'll have like characters like Anna come back or DLCs where you can bring characters from previous games, but main story wise, they don't really do fan service that often.
Yeah.
I don't like
Like, we
at
don't
least
get that.
yeah, like even if this wasn't an anniversary game, I like this. I think it's nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it's like a mechanic where it like increases stats, maybe it's like the pair up from Awakening where you can get like extra hits and stuff. I think it's pretty cool. I like the idea. I don't know who's all going to be in the game. I've seen like Corin, Lynn, and a couple others.
It's all the lords except they don't have Crom and Robin. They have Lucina.
That's kind of lame. I like Crom more, but it is what it is.
I like Lucina the most, but I think
I
Crom
know
could
you
have
fucking
been.
do.
Yeah, I
But
love Lucina.
yeah, I really wish you could. I hope that you can edit your character, but I don't think they will. I think they're done with create a character.
Yeah, I can.
But I really fucking hate that. Like, if you just change the hair color, because I saw people like putting it as one hair color instead of two, and like the blue,
Yeah.
just the blue, down. It looks good. The female looks slightly better. I still don't like the hair, but it looks slightly better than the male. I'm gonna be real. But like,
Yeah.
I saw people when it was shown, they were all shitting on it, and then the next day I just see people like, you know what? I think I'm down, and I'm like, no, you can't convince me, Twitter. I'm sorry, this is not the day. This is not the game you can convince me on. If you can shit on Fates, you have to shit on this. I'm sorry. You're not
Yeah.
allowed. Yeah, that's Fire Emblem. That's it. I'm excited the game comes out in January. I love these announcements where games like are announced and then they come out within like half a year. Love that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, what else was shown? I don't really care about Pikmin, but I guess we should mention it.
Fuck you. Shut up.
I've
Farmland,
never
farm
played
games.
it.
Fuck you. No, I didn't start out saying Fire Emblem like that. But okay. I see the slander. In that
No,
case,
I'm not saying anything bad about it.
In that case, let me say my piece. I think let me say my hot take. I think the fucking Fire protagonist, I don't even like him that much, but I think it looks better than that fucking Corrin and
You're
Violet.
out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
That's my hot take. No, that's revenge. Now back
You're
to
doing that
Pikmin
out of
4.
spite.
I am doing it out of spite. I am petty. Now let's go
That's
back to
crazy.
Pikmin 4. It's crazy because like Miyamoto said this shit like in 2015. I went back and found the article too where he was like Pikmin 4 is almost done, and it's been since 2015 since he said that, and now finally we see Pikmin 4. So I mean, I'm glad it's here. Like, I was pretty hyped. That was like, people talk about how like Nintendo franchises should come back, and they should be making more of their franchises. And this is them doing that. This is them going back and doing it after, because the scary thing is the amount of time between Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3 is the same amount of time between Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 4. Like the link, like the releases. Because Pikmin 2 came out in 2004 and Pikmin 3 came out in 2013. And then this is actually longer because actually no, this is coming out next year, so that's like 10 years. So we literally had the same amount of time, which is, at that time we thought Pikmin was a dead franchise, but it wasn't. It was just holding off on it. But the games are peak Nintendo, peak Miyamoto gameplay. I wonder how they're gonna like. I like when they did with the third game and the first game. Like, it was cool in the second game how you like survive, but they have like basically there's always this gimmick where you have to like survive a certain way. In the first game, you needed to get like all your ship parts, at least like 27 or 24 of them before 30 days, or you would game over and you would die. Like there's a cutscene of all of them are getting turned into a Pikmin if you fail, which is pretty dark. But like I like the little survival things along with the strategy. Like it like adds a lot to the gameplay. So you're constantly like trying to move forward and progress. And even if you fuck up, you can always restart the day. But that Pikmin is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I was excited for Pikmin, but I just thought it was funny how he starts it by talking about the Mario movie. He's like, yeah, it's coming out, guys. And then shows Pikmin, is talking about Pikmin. It's like, Pikmin, it's been a while, and I'm really excited to talk about Pikmin
mobile game.
Bloom. And just goes on this rant about Pikmin Bloom.
Yeah, so actually that was my
That was
freaking
great.
that was my initial reaction to it because he showed that first. I went on like a rant about it because we were like looking at like texting about it live, and I was like, bro, why is he showing this shit? Where's my Pikmin 4? You promised Pikmin 4 like years ago. What the fuck? And then he showed Pikmin 4, and I took back what I said.
It
So
only took like 7 years, but they got it.
no, it took 10 years.
Oh, yeah, something like that. Let's see what else. Tales of Symphonia Remastered. That's
Based,
pretty dope. Yeah,
based, but
that popped up. I was like, Jay's excited about that. I know that.
15 million farming games.
Hey.
Dude, that
I
shit
don't
was
want
funny.
the farming game. I don't want the farming game slander because the farming game came back. All right,
I
it's
didn't
hard.
slander. I just said that there was a lot of farming games. I
No,
saw a lot.
I'm
Like, every
just
time I
saying.
tuned into that stream, there
That's
was like
the
15 like, fucking
funniest
farming games.
meme to come out of Nintendo. That Nintendo Direct is just the farming meme. It's so fucking funny.
I'm
Oh
just
my
saying.
god.
So, Story of Seasons is like. Let me just kind of quickly go to the Story of Seasons. Story of Seasons is the actual Harvest Moon by the actual original Harvest Moon devs. They split out from Natsume, and they've been making games like constantly. So they have like the actual, even though the Harvest Moon name is in Natsume's name, they can't really do anything with the older games, but like sit here and nostalgia bait while they release like the crappy mobile games they release, because their versions of the games have been pretty bad as of late. But Story of Seasons has been pretty good from what I've heard. So they're making a remake of one of the best Harvest Moon games like ever that was on the GameCube called A Wonderful Life, and they're adding a lot of content and stuff. So that was probably my favorite Harvest Moon game. So
I like
because
how your
I was
character can get old.
yeah. So the gimmick of that game compared to the other ones is that you do get old and you do die. Like you play through
do
your whole life.
die? That's funny.
Yes, you play through your whole life. The game ends when you die of old age.
Does there get to a point where you just can't walk around anymore, so you have to like walk
No,
with
it's
a
not that.
walker?
It's not that. The ending is pretty sad though the way they do it, but it's like it's pretty interesting. You can so okay, so this is the stupid thing. So the games Harvest Moon used to be like Pokemon, right? Except what they would do is they would have a boy version and a girl version, and it'd be the same game, but you could play as a girl. That was it.
Dude,
They did
fucking
that for A Wonderful Life.
Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, A Wonderful Life. boy and girl version. That's
They
crazy.
they did this for multiple Harvest Moon games, and I got tricked because I was like getting back in the franchise, and I remember what I played a long time ago. So I thought Another Wonderful Life in the GameCube was like the updated version of it or something, right? No, it's just a girl version where you can marry boys instead of marrying girls. But now in the new version, it has both options, and you can be like non-binary, and you can marry whoever you want, no matter what gender you are. But you got to be careful because you can get divorced, and they will take the kids if you have kids.
Not the kids.
It's kind of crazy when you get deeper into it. But it is the farming game returned, so that's the one to look out for.
GoldenEye is coming to Switch Online. That's pretty
That
fucking
game
cool.
sucks. Move on.
What?
That game's ass.
You're out of your mind.
It is ass.
That was a fun ass multiplayer game to play back in the day.
No, it plays like shit. There were better N64 shooters. Even at the time.
That's like it. Well, like I said, it's better. Bro, Banjo Tooie was a better shooter.
Dude,
Multiplayer shooter.
it's a fun time. It's gonna get online.
No,
we're
it's
gonna
not.
play it, and we're gonna have fun.
No, we're not.
I'm not.
I'm telling
You
you
are
right now.
out
we're
of
not
your mind. I have bad
No,
friends.
I've played the multiplayer
Nope.
with a friend before, like a long time ago when I was like a kid, and we played that game, and I was just like not impressed.
Dude,
And like
that-
I'm not
I
like
have
a
the
person that
worst
hates
friends.
movies.
Doom
I'm-
64 came out before and it fucking rocks.
dude,
I like
fucking-
Jet Force Gemini more.
This
which is another
podcast
rare-
is over. I can't deal with these people anymore.
I like Jet Force.
I'm
Gemini
hearing
game
more.
fucking sucks.
I'm
Which
hearing
I
GoldenEye
played
sucks
on
from the
the-
League of Legends player. That's crazy.
I played on the. I
No,
played
you
on
don't
the
bring that into
original.
this one. No, because that game sucks.
GoldenEye's fun.
GoldenEye?
I had so
No,
much
I'm-
fun with GoldenEye as a kid,
It
dude.
sucks.
I'm just saying, bro. I played. That's me and that same friend. You played like Jet Force Gemini on the original N64. It's like a long time ago, way before it got to Xbox. So the control scheme was still like the terrible ass N64 control scheme for Jet Force Gemini. We enjoyed playing Jet Force Gemini like way more than we enjoyed playing freaking GoldenEye. All right, and no one's hyping up Jet Force Gemini, which is the better game entirely.
I can't believe the
Multiplayer and all.
slander I'm hearing right now. This hurts.
Perfect Dark is way better.
I just think-
perfect dark my ass.
I just think
Don't you dare
GoldenEye is
show
like,
Perfect Dark.
overrated, to be honest. But people, it's a whole discussion on Nintendo games. But like, I think people kind of like that. Like for a shooter, they kind of overhype it. Like it was really the multiplayer, and that was the big thing. I don't think,
Ass.
and I'm be real, man. I don't think it's age. Like I said, I don't believe in age like that. If a game was trash, it was trash when it first came out. You just have different eyes.
Yeah, no, it's
you.
fine if you want to say it's age because it definitely has. But for the time, that shit was
No,
fun,
not even
bro.
for the time.
More
No.
time.
You're
No.
out of your
No.
mind. Okay, then
That's what I'm saying. No, it's
you
not.
just
It's
did
if
not.
a game's trash, it's just trash.
You
That's
just
how it is.
because like I had
It's not even
siblings to
for
play
the
with.
time.
So like I had 3 siblings to play, so there's 4 of us. We would
Yeah, I
play
played
it
with
all
my
the
cousin.
time, and that shit was fun. 4-player multiplayer on GoldenEye was some of the most fun I had in multiplayer games.
That game's trash.
That's crazy.
No,
I
we had
can't
more fun
believe
playing
this.
Jet Force Gemini, and Jet Force Gemini had a worse control scheme. So we were fighting the controls, having fun playing that, and
Oh
playing
my god.
GoldenEye.
Anyways, after the slander, Kirby's Return to Dreamland's getting a deluxe version.
Based.
No online.
That's it.
No,
No, it
has
has one.
It does?
It's in the it's in the
Yes.
detail.
It's in the store page.
That means we have to get it because that's like one of the
Now,
best
what
Kirby
that
games
tells me, however, is what if the online is really fucking bad, so they didn't want to
probably is.
advertise it, and it's like some Mario Maker 2 shit where it's unplayable.
It probably is, but
It probably is. I mean, because they said specifically in the direct they were like play with up to 4 players locally, and I was like,
Yeah, I don't think that online
that's
is
weird
good.
when they don't stress online. It's a little cringe.
we gotta that's like one of the best Kirby games ever.
They
made,
also-
and a new art style.
They gave DDD his is it the Forgotten Lands design?
Yeah,
Is that what that
Forgotten
is?
Lands.
That's weird. Why'd they do that?
I don't know. He had a weird design compared to the other games when that game came out too. Like it was a pretty different design. He carried that design to like I want to say Star Allies, but the OG like DDD, the one that you see in Smash, that design has not been present since like the GameCube
Yeah.
era. And
Mm.
Kirby right back at you.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'll get it if it's online and it's good. I'll get it.
Oh, it's a good game. You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's just
And then
question.
the most hype thing of the direct, but also the thing that pissed me off the most, Zelda got its name drop. It's fucking
Now
Tears
I
of the
see
Kingdom.
the creator was saying that he didn't want to reveal the name because people would be able to like piece together the clues.
Although it
Now
didn't
I'm
get
seeing
live streamed in the UK.
No, can we talk about that for a second? They were the Nintendo UK is like, we're not gonna stream this. We're just gonna show it as a video, and I thought that was weird. And then as soon as Tears of the Kingdom pops up, everybody's just like, that's why they didn't fucking record it or show it.
Yeah.
Bro, I had tears after that. That was funny. But like, I really wish the trailer was longer. It wasn't very long. But we got the name drop. We got the release date, which is what, May 12th. So I'm happy.
I will say what they showed did make me like more less skeptical about the game because I was scared that like the sky stuff would be new, but the world below would be like the exact same. And because they said there's gonna be expansion before,
Mm.
but like looking at the brief glimpse that we got from like the world below, it looks like it changed a lot. For the worse in terms of like the story, because you know it looks like it messed up again, which is pretty messed up for a world that was already messed up for 100 years. But you know, like it's cool as like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that they change up a lot of the game because it's gonna be Breath of the Wild again, but I want it to be different.
That's my scary thing about it.
Yeah, but I'm hyped because it's still a Zelda game and I like Breath of the Wild. It's not like my top three or anything like that, but it's good. But I mean I got Fire Emblem and Zelda in the first half of next year, bro. I'm hyped. I got me some good shit. But I mean, was there anything else in the direct that was good?
Fatal
Mario
Frame
Plus
4 coming to America. That's cool.
That's right. That theme song for that game was sick, bro. I was like, this is for a
What?
Fatal Frame, like the
Yeah,
song
Fatal
that
Frame.
played during it. I was like, this is for a picture-taking horror game? What the hell?
Oh yeah,
Sounded like
dude, Fatal Frame shit goes hard.
sounded like a shonen like theme song. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, bro.
Yeah.
Mario plus Rabbids. I'm probably the only one that's excited for that.
I haven't played it. Can't really say.
Did they show Rayman in that? I didn't.
No,
actually see
they
that part 'cause I
didn't
haven't
They're
actually.
gonna show. Oh yeah, that's one thing they got announced while we were away. That Rayman will be Rayman's coming back as DLC for this game. Oh Lord. I don't know what to say to the Rayman fans. To be honest, I mean, it's a good game.
I know what
but
to
I
say.
understand.
Your games are mid.
That's
Okay, well,
crazy.
but like I mean, he's in a good game, but it's not the game they wanted. So
If I were a Rayman fan, I would literally put the gun to my head every time I saw a rabbit on screen.
we got your Caden in here to ask him about it.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, other than the farming games and those bigger ones, I honestly can't remember some of the smaller stuff. It was a lot. Xenoblade got its DLC. I'm the only one here that cares. It looks good.
I care too. I just don't like her design, bro. She looks weird. Her neck
I was
is too
really
big.
hoping because
You like the next?
that character looks
That one's like weird though. It's like
that character is
it's
like
fine.
related to Poppy and Tora in some way. I'm pretty sure. I just wish it looked better, but I don't mind the design and the
her
class looks
spine is like
cool.
stretched out. It's weird.
Just definitely not what I was expecting, but I mean, there's another new one, a new hero that was teased, and that looks pretty cool. So, but yeah. So before,
SpongeBob.
yeah, I mean that was like a quick brief thing. SpongeBob does look good though. I want to play that game, but it doesn't come out till like next year.
And Octopath Traveler 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's another one looking forward to. And Ulterior Riser 3, and then the big one that we didn't talk about also, we talked about GoldenEye, but the fact that the OG Mario parties are coming to the Nintendo 64 thing with online, terrible online, but online, regardless.
The terrible
So now we
online.
can play the games without having like to freaking like deal with parsecs bullshit or setting up controls and shit.
But Octopath reminded me. I love how Square Enix really loves to do this thing where they use that basic ass font for everything now because they have another game coming out. I forget it's like the dumbest named thing. It's like Working Life or something. I can't remember. But that one also uses the same font that Octopath and Triangle Strategy use, and I
I'm,
really want somebody to take that font away from Square Enix because I swear to God they're gonna keep doing it.
Well, I'm gonna be real. I don't know. People were tripping that hard because they've been doing that. Like they ever since they started, they've been doing it. Like the font, the OG Final Fantasy font, they use for like every single game they made. Like the fonts have always been simple. The only one that wasn't simple was Chrono Trigger. That was the only one, but that was like a combination of developers. That's why. But they always have like this really skinny, simple font like that. Just now it's white instead of being yellow.
I
It had
really want to see what this game was called 'cause it was a really dumb name. Oh my God. Oh yeah, they had a fitness Fist of the North Star thing that made me
oh yeah,
laugh. That was
day
That one
funny.
was
one,
sick.
day one.
My God, what was this thing called? There it is. Various Day Life. I'm sorry. It's not like a terrible name, but it's also like the most literal name I've ever seen in my life. And it's like a daily life RPG. I mean, good Lord.
Various
Uh,
day life.
they teased MK8's DLC, like the next pack. I like the Christmas theme
Combat 8
place.
DLC? Holy shit.
Bayonetta 3.
Yep. I haven't played Bayonetta. I can't really say much on that.
They showed Crisis Core, more gameplay.
Didn't they do that in State of Play or was that Nintendo?
That was Nintendo.
Oh. But speaking of State of Play, before we get to that, I just remembered this while we were talking about the Direct, but can we just like briefly go over that Marvel and Disney showcase they did?
That one sucks
Trash.
so
I don't even
bad.
want to talk about it.
So
It's trash.
bad. What
So
I
we gotta
find
talk about that one Marvel Knights game or the fuck, where like they do every opportunity they can to disguise the fact that it's a tactical card game.
No,
They really
seriously, this
do.
is the first time I think I've at least seen gameplay. Like
Yeah, they never show it.
every time they've talked about the game, it's been like it's delayed or it's coming, guys, and it's like
CG trailer.
this
Yeah.
is the first time that I've seen gameplay and they try to skim over it so
See
fast.
it's because the way that they hype it up, they hype it up like an Ultimate Alliance type game. Like, and that's what I thought it was gonna be
Yeah.
when I saw it. But no, it's like this tactical card
And
game.
I'm fine with it being a tactical card game. I like some card games. I like card games. I like tactical games, but like show me the damn game. If you're going to be honest, like just do it. Like I don't know. It looks good though. I probably will end up getting it just because I like card games and I like Marvel. But what I found funny before we talk about what was announced is just like at the end. So they announced the stuff that they do, right? And then at the end they show stuff like Spider-Man, like Spider-Man 2 the game,
Kingdom
uh
Hearts 4.
Kingdom Hearts 4, Wolverine, games that weren't shown during the announcement, weren't talked about at all, but they're like, "Hey guys, we got these games coming, don't worry." Like, what the fuck, man? That was messed up. But
Yeah.
like, what else did they announce? They announced that it was like a Mickey Mouse
That's the only
platformer.
good one was that Mickey Mouse co-op game.
Yeah. I like how it's like in the style of the show that they do on Disney Plus. I like that show. So, I mean, I might get that game. But I mean, other than that, it was like what was it? The Captain America Black Panther game?
That pissed me off because I thought it was going to be a single player
Oh,
game,
that.
but then I
Oh
saw the
god.
classes pop on screen. I was like, fuck off.
Don't even talk
What
about
the fuck
that.
happened to that? I forgot.
So
it was
basically, it was like a Captain America Black Panther game. And the beginning of it made you think it was going to be some like single player game, but then like they start like after Black Panther appears, they start listing these classes off like soldier and shit, and
Can they
it's like a
make
multiplayer co-op like game. It's fucking
can they
And
just
it,
make a good single player fucking game? Do they
and,
not
it, and, it,
realize
and it's
that
not even
fucking
like a
like
regular. It's a World War II Black Panther and Captain America game.
yeah.
So
yeah,
like,
like I heard that on Twitter. I didn't really see any of these showcases, but for that, but I just fucking I don't know why do they feel so fucking obsessed with fucking making everything goddamn multiplayer? They're just obviously not good at it. I don't know why the fuck they keep trying to cash in on that shit. It's just
you have games
tired of it.
Sony like Spider Man, and you're going to have them make a Wolverine game. So like, I mean, wouldn't the success of those like show that like you can start making these solo superhero games that are actually good?
Hmm.
I don't know. It might just be because they're spooked from the fucking early 2000s era where they kept trying to make tie-in games. They're all
Well, that's
dog
because
shit.
they rushed the developers, and they got like these like up and
Yeah,
coming developers to do these
but
games and rush them and shit.
you know how fucking companies are. They don't
Yeah, I know how
fucking
they
actually
don't
look
think
for the
about that. They just think like, oh, bad. It was bad. They don't look into
yeah.
the semantics.
Um,
Let's
but yeah,
see, they
um,
had Alien Dark Descent was another game.
Remember the Avatar MMO?
I don't
no,
care. Like,
Well,
I like how they like keep making Avatar shit like it's some big franchise like Star Wars or some shit, but like no one gives a fuck.
dude, it
I'm
was
telling you,
gone for years, and now they're like, guys, Avatar's really big. We're bringing it back to theaters. You have the new movie. It's like, I don't give a shit, man. That movie
well,
came out and it was gone.
he
Actually,
announced.
James Cameron, did you know James Cameron brings that movie back in the theaters when he gets salty that something's beating it?
That's crazy.
Like when Spider-Man No Way Home came out, he brought it back just because he didn't like Spider-Man like stepping on his
It's
toes,
not even. I'm
basically.
gonna be real here. It's not even that good of a movie. It is
Oh yeah, it's
okay.
shit. It is shit.
well, yeah, no. It's just it was always a fucking
It looks pretty. That's it.
it was all
Yeah,
yeah.
he looks pretty.
The big pull at the time was that it looked very good, I guess, in CGI.
Yeah.
Fuck, and that was
Mm.
literally the only reason it sold so like crazy. But the movie is nothing to write fucking home about. I don't. I, we're gonna see how that sequel does. It's probably I'm not gonna go fucking watch it. I don't care
Yeah.
about
They
Avatar.
filmed the second and third movie at the same time.
Mhm.
So you know what's gonna happen with
He
that.
he announced this thing like 10 years
Yeah,
ago.
he
Like
announced
it,
a bunch of
Yeah.
sequels like
like
years
he
ago.
announced it like in 2012 that they were making a sequel to this, and it
Yeah,
made
what's
sense back
crazy
then.
is he said the exact year too, like 2023 or something. It's fucking wild.
But why does it take 10 years?
I don't know why he did it.
I don't know. I have no clue.
James Cameron's fucking. I guess like all the ocean water got to his brain from his little ocean
A
documentaries.
psychopath, dude. But the only
So
other
this
thing I
was
could
supposed to
see,
emphasize the ocean water
the
specifically.
only other thing I see in this presentation is Tron is getting a visual novel. That's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
Well, yeah, you wanna know who's making that Tron game?
Hmm.
Same people who made iCarly for the Wii.
That's
Hey,
fantastic.
that was a goated game.
Hey,
This
hold
might
on a
actually be
second.
the,
That was goaded.
this might actually be some peak right here. That was a goated game.
All right, state of play. Tekken 8.
Tekken.
Yup.
This
Tekken
is
8
my
looks
goal.
good, bruh.
My bro, it has been years. All right, Jin has been the freaking like he's been a protagonist, but he has not been in the spotlight since Tekken 5. All right, part of the reason why I don't like Lars is because he came in when they tried to make Jin a villain, even though in that game he technically wasn't a villain, and Lars like took his spot, and Lars is like weird weird looking character. All right, Tekken 7, he did nothing. He just sat there in the background and screamed, and then all of a sudden had control of his devil. But now he's back. All right, he's back. He has control of his devil. He got a new like fucking rage art that looks sick as hell. He got like the one wing angel thing going on. Like they're finally bringing Jin back. They made that Tekken anime about Tekken 3, which is like his story, his origin story, and fucking like it's good to see Jin back. To me, it's like if they made Ryu like if they try to like make Ryu a side character in a Street Fighter game. Like that's how that's I guess that's how you can look at it. Oh wait, they did in Street Fighter 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
But except would have worked except unlike Alex, Lars isn't cool, so you know.
Like, all I need for Tekken 8 to be good is to not take 10 years to load a match. Just make it
I need
happen.
them
Make it happen, Harada.
I need them to compete with Street Fighter because when I talk about the content fighting game used to have, I'm talking about the OG Tekkens, the Soul Calibers. You know, the Namco fighters had it, the Sega fighters had it. Like they need to compete with Street Fighter. I'm not saying we need a custom character creator. We don't need that. All right. What I am saying though is that like we need a better goddamn story mode for the other characters. They said they're expanding upon it. We'll see how that goes. We need like Tekken Ball back. We need like Tekken Force back. And I'm gonna tell you why these modes are important because I'm working on a Tekken 3 video right now, and I mentioned this in a video. But Tekken Ball was made for players to practice juggling. Like it was literally made so players could practice juggling. And because you can't hit the other player unless you like hit them with the ball because you're high. It's like volleyball. You're hitting the ball back and forth, right? And the thing about it is that it works. It works. I'm gonna tell you why it works because it disguises a tutorial a tutorial in a mini game. There's no hand holding. They're not trying to like throw like a bunch of text on the screen at you and sit there 50 minutes having to read all this shit. You're literally like you're literally being tricked into learning how to juggle from a mini game. And with Tekken Force, because it's the same movement as the game, you are also being tricked into learning the movement because you know it's a Tekken beat 'em up, right? So you have to learn the move. You have to learn how to sidestep. You have to learn how to do all these things, or eventually other enemies will overwhelm you. You know, and then you go back and play the game, and in practice, now you're using that stuff. In practice, now you learn how you're using some of those moves that may work. In practice, and I think those modes were important. In Tekken 7, they took all that out. They made the bowling, which was like which had nothing to do with that any learning, DLC, which was stupid. Uh, and we just had that story mode, which lacked a bunch of like other character stories. And then the arcade mode was like 5 fights. We used to get 8 fights, rival fights, story battle. Like for the story battle, we had like an intro cutscene, like mid cutscenes, and an ending. Like it told a whole character's like motivation and story for that game. They took that all out, and I hope Tekken and like the fact that Street Fighter is adding all this content again, right? And even taking like that crazy battle thing, Tekken did that verse. Tekken made that crazy battle shit verse with Tekken 3 with the Tekken Ball, and then they had Tekken Tag 2 with this wacky ball thing that they did, right? They need to do that because that type of stuff gets players into the game. Like not I like rollback and shit. That also gets players into the game, but I think people are too focused on these casuals trying to compete, learning to compete because that's not what's going to get them to the game. All right, these tutorials and shit is not gonna. That's not what gets people in the game. This type of shit gets people in the game, and I think when you make modes that aren't direct tutorials but can like help players learn different things while being a fun mode just to have fun with at the same time, that's when you start. That's when you start getting more players in because that's what got me into Tekken back in the day. That's what got people into Soul Calibur back in the day. They need to compete with Street Fighter. All right, they need to compete. But that's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Harry Potter though. Harry.
No.
Yeah, let's
Who
skip it.
gives a fuck?
All right.
Easy.
So I want to talk about. So before we get into
Yakuza.
Ishin, before we get into Ishin and Rise of Ronin,
my
I want to
God.
say how funny it is that right after the state of play, Mitchell like posts the trailers for those, and he's like, "Y'all didn't tell me about these," and we're like, "You didn't watch the state of play."
No, I said
Like,
you didn't announce it. Okay, I knew it was in the
these-
state of
yeah.
play. I just said you didn't announce it in the news channels.
These were Mitchell's. Like this was probably Mitchell's state of play because it had these two games, and like he just fell asleep during the fucking state of play.
I was tired. I had a lot to do that day.
Like
Anyways,
any
okay.
other one.
But fucking Ishin finally
Yeah,
is getting
finally
brought
coming
over here.
to us.
Yeah,
Finally,
that's the Japanese like styled Yakuza like.
well, it's their second one. There's Kenzin, but I guess they're just not bringing it over here right now. I guess, but
Mhm.
Because
Maybe
this
they're
is
just
like a
testing
Lower
this.
remake,
priority.
so they're probably like gonna
Yeah.
remake it or something.
Um, but yeah, Ishin getting brought over here was pretty fucking cool. You know, people have been asking for it for a while, including me.
Yeah.
Okay, I needed fucking Ishin right over here, but um, are they doing like a Yakuza? I guess they said it's an Unreal Engine 4, right? So
Yeah, I think
I'm not sure how
because
they're
they
gonna.
said they're moving from the Dragon Inn.
They're
Well,
testing.
they're thinking
moving
about
from it.
yeah, they're thinking about moving to the Unreal Engine 5. I think that they chose Unreal Engine 4 just because like they're trying specifically to recreate the actual Ishin style. I think that might be why they went with Unreal Engine 4 this time
Oh, okay.
because they lost the original. The reason why it has to even be fucking like remade in the first place is because they have to fucking they had lost like the code for fucking the source code or whatever the fuck for the original Ishin. Like it can't even be brought over here because they lost that shit. Um,
Why do companies just like not keep this shit long locked, bro? Like
um,
I hear so many stories of people losing code. This is a more recent game too that they lost the code to. What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know the circumstances upon which they lost the shit. I just remember reading that. But fucking yeah, they lost the code. They didn't bring it over here originally because you know, like originally I thought that was just kind of fucking stupid. Like why not bring it over here? People really don't fucking like. They of course are gonna want to play that shit. But it was back in 2014. You know, um, before fucking like Yakuza really started to pop off here with like Zero and shit.
That was when
Uh,
they released Yakuza 5 digital only because they just didn't
yeah.
believe in it like that.
Yeah, Yakuza didn't really start popping off until like it was delayed because Zero released pretty early, but I think people didn't start picking up on it until like around like 2017 and shit. So it really started to start popping off over here. It got like
Yeah.
Omega popular, but yeah, it makes sense. Ghost of Tsushima being the game that like changed their mind. I mean, Sekiro won fucking Game of the Year like a couple years earlier than that, so I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why they were still so hesitant up until fucking Ghost of Tsushima, but um, you know, I'm hype. Okay, I'm hype. We're getting Ishin finally, and we're also gonna get Yakuza 8 in
Yeah,
I'm more
I was
hyped
just
for it.
gonna ask, did they announce that during the state of play or was that TGS?
No,
No, they had
that was
it
the
was on
RGG
TGS. They had their whole
Direct.
ass, yeah, they had their whole ass thing going on. And Yakuza 8 got announced. And Kiryu's got a fucking J-pop fucking hairstyle. All right.
Dude, I have seen people like put him next to the Persona 4 protagonist, and it's the funniest shit I've ever
See
seen.
them make him like cosplay him.
It's probably a disguise, and they're probably going to joke about it in the fucking game. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's got that fucking J-pop hairstyle, and it's fucking like what fucking 60s at this point.
It's kind of raw. I can't lie. Like he has the dog in him.
He's
Yeah.
fucking okay. You need to stop using that phrase, okay?
Why?
Yeah, you have
You
been
gotta
using
stop
that a
using that
lot
phrase.
lately.
But we got
He
fucking
has the dog.
he's got that dog in him. Okay, you gotta say he's got that dog in him. That's
Dog
how
in
you
him.
gotta
He's
say it.
got
You
that
gotta say
dog
it.
in him.
He's got that dog in him. That's how you gotta say it. Okay, but fucking yeah, Kiryu, you know, he's having his fucking late life crisis, I guess. You know, and it's gonna be a dual protagonist game with Ichiban. Kiryu was gone for like fucking
A
like
game. He
not
wasn't
even
even
a
gone.
game. Not
Wasn't even
even a
gone. He
game. It
was just
wasn't
not
even
the
a game.
protagonist.
It
He was
wasn't
literally
even
gone.
a game. It wasn't even a game. He was gone for like 3/4 of a game, and now he's getting his own spin-off, which is the other one. I forgot his name.
I
And
just thought it was raw seeing them like walk together. He's like, and like they're just like, I guess we have no choice, Kiryu-chan. He's like, yeah, Ichi, and then you just see their faces and like, and I know, like freaking Kiryu's hairstyle is goofy, but I just find it still raw. Like just them like walking together down Kamurocho is just cool as fuck.
um, we're gonna we're gonna fucking. I'm interested to see how they're gonna do Kiryu's party. Like, is he gonna have his own party in the game because it's dual protagonist? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. And we also got, we got Ishin, we got fucking 8, and we got the spinoff. So there we go. Also, Judgment, and all those games are on fucking PC now, and they're fucking.
Bro,
Yeah.
they made those games full price immediately, bro.
Yeah, they're full price.
Yeah.
That's the
They can
annoying
wait.
thing about finally getting what you want on the system is that they justify making it full price again, and that's kind of what happened with Tales of Symphonia. Like, cause it's basically the PC. It's basically the PC PS3 freaking port. All right, they say it's remastered, but like it's like barely remastered from what I've seen. It's being real. The only benefit is just the portability on the Switch is why I wanted it. But they're gonna sell that for $40 because it's technically a new product. So
That can wait for the inevitable sale where they're fucking like the bundle's like $20 or some shit eventually. But yeah, for now, that can fucking wait. We also got Rise of the Ronin.
Yeah, Rise of Ronin looks really good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking open. Apparently, they've been working on it for 7 years.
Damn.
It's apparently their most ambitious game yet from Team Ninja.
Nice.
I might because it's another game set during the fucking Maze Restoration. Okay, based as fuck.
All they gotta do is put it like during the restoration period, and Mitchell's like, "I'll buy it. I'll buy 10 copies."
Okay, put it in Japan. Okay, 1800s. Okay, you got the fucking revolvers and shit. I'm down. Okay, the fucking samurai, like the fallen samurai fucking shit. That's fucking this is baller.
So does that mean you'll buy the Assassin's Creed game that takes place around that time?
Fuck no, probably not. Even though they finally announced it. They finally announced the fucking Assassin's Creed Japan game. I'm probably not gonna get it still because it's Assassin's Creed. Okay, I don't like it.
Oh, so there's a limit to your interest. Okay, I gotcha.
Well, when it's a fucking Ubisoft game, yes, there is. Okay.
Apparently, this Mirage game is like the because it's gonna be a DLC, so it's like a shorter game. They're not even selling it full price. It's gonna be $50 because it's supposed to be a DLC for Valhalla originally. They made it its own game, and then the reason why they announced that red one was because that was supposed to be the actual next mainline Assassin's Creed game. So I mean, we'll see because I've I'm trying to get back in Assassin's Creed. Well, the older ones, not some of the ones in the middle, because those are pretty garbage. But I've heard like since Origins, it's been it's been good, but I don't know.
I've heard that too, but
I got Origins on Game Pass, so I'll see. But
all I know is Black Flag was good. Okay, that's the only one I'll fucking.
All I know is 2 is good. That's the one I played.
That's what I'm saying, Mitchell. Like after Black Flag, that's when like it really got bad because I think that's when Unity came out. You remember Unity?
Yeah, Unity and that whole Syndicate, all those shit. Like they got torn apart. I remember that, but I've never been one that's like too big into Assassin's Creed personally. But it is what it is. But yeah, also the other Team Ninja game, Wolong Fallen Dynasty, got a demo recently, like today.
Yeah, isn't that like a Souls-like game?
It's not okay. We need to stop calling them Souls-likes.
Okay, just trying to describe the gameplay of it. Like
it's still different. It's just not even Souls-like. I can't even call it that because they're so different. But no, getting called by his fucking mom.
You cut out a lot.
But fucking
look, I get like so what.
But fucking Wolong got his demo and it's like it's Chinese Neo.
Yeah, and Neo is Souls-like. Therefore, Wolong is Souls-like.
It's not really. It's not really because it's just so fundamentally different. I wouldn't even call it a
You
Souls
trying to
like.
make the argument here? Not gonna
I
lie.
am, because the amount of like combos
Look,
and the amount of like shit that just
it's
separates
just
it,
that
and
kind of actiony gameplay, right? It's
it's
kind of, it's
it's
like
what
it's
most people are gonna
different.
recognize immediately, and it's gonna seem like it at the start, but really, if you get deep into it, it's completely devoid. Like it's completely like its own
But it's
beast.
like it's kind of like the bones, the bare bones of it, right?
So is it
It's
the
kind of like
same
I
beast but a different?
the
guess, but it's still
outside,
like at the
right?
end of the day, there's just so many like RPG mechanics, and
So
there's just so
Mitchell,
much fucking like combos and shit. It's kind of it's nutty compared to Souls. Like somebody playing the average Souls game is gonna get their mind fucked if they go into like Neo expecting like a fucking like Souls experience because it's completely different.
so Mitchell,
Yeah.
is it the same beast but a different animal?
It's like the Sekiro um to Neo. It's like the Sekiro to Neo is what it feels
I
like.
wouldn't even. I've never actually
So is it the
compared those
same
two games
beast but a different
specifically.
animal?
Hmm?
So
What?
is it the same beast but a different animal?
Yes, Jay. It's the same beast, but a different animal,
Are you
basically.
happy
It's
now,
fucking.
Jay?
There's no like stamina meter. I can't. Okay, listen. All right. There's a. It's like Neo. All right. It a lot in that the fact that I fucking pick up the game and I just like get fucking front like I just get full frontal. Okay, I get fucked in the face. All right, by all of these mechanics, all of
Full
this shit
frontal
that I
purple
can't.
unicorn?
Yeah, I can't fucking wrap my head around half the fucking shit in this game. All right, there's like morale mechanic. There's like a spirit meter that's like in the middle of your fucking screen, and I can't decipher what the hell is going on. I managed to figure it out by the end, but it's yeah, it's like Neo a lot in that. Um, but yeah, no more stamina meter. You know, so it's like Sekiro in that regard. It's more action focused. It's more about you know, fucking your enemy in the face, right? As
Pause.
opposed to no, not pause, nigga. You fuck him in the face is what you do, right?
My face.
But
Okay.
yeah, and then like it's more about being aggressive. Um, like there's a morale mechanic. The more enemies you beat, the higher your morale goes. You have a base morale, and you have to like go around the map and like set up like posts or whatever the fuck. It's like a bonfire. Okay, like a bonfire. You go activate the
There it
bonfire.
is. It comes full
But it's not
circle.
like Souls. It's not like Souls at all because you set it up and then you get like you have like a morale meter, and like every time you set up like a like one of those points or whatever the hell, you increase the base of your morale, and it increases for each enemy you fight, and each time you die, like the morale meter goes down. And
Guys,
morale
you
basically
don't
buffs you up.
understand. The bonfire is different. It's blue in this game. You don't
Okay, but
understand.
it is functionally different. It's functionally different. Some of them you can't even rest at. It's functionally different. Okay. Um, and there's a lot of shit. Okay. It's a
Look,
big game.
look, Mitchell. As somebody who has played the Souls series at this point, I
How
feel like I
much of
have an
Neo have you
opinion.
played?
I beat Neo. Remember?
Yeah, you beat Neo. Did you play the new game plus?
No. Why would I
Yeah,
do
that's where
that?
most of the mechanics are unlocked.
Nah, I'm good.
Same with Neo 2, exactly. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Neo
I
2
don't play that.
becomes like a completely different beast when you get into the new game plus.
See, that
Like it
requires me to
becomes
play the
all
game a
about like
second time, though.
making a build and all of this shit. It's way more complicated.
That
At
requires me to
the end
play
of
it
the
a
day.
second time, though. You were
Like
asking a lot.
Souls is nowhere near is like mechanic. Like it does not have anywhere near the mechanics of Neo or
You
fucking
you act like I cared about the mechanics in the first place. I just pick a cool sword and go slash
exactly.
people.
That's why you're brain dead. That's why you have fucking
Hey, that's why I beat the
that's why
games,
you have Dark
though.
Souls 2 above Demon Souls, you absolute cretin.
No, I have them on the same tier. Don't get it mixed up. Same tier.
Disgusted. Okay, but anyways, yeah, it's pretty difficult. Like it's way more focused on parrying and shit. I'm gonna get it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna get it.
But the last thing in the state of play was God of War.
I'll say this: it is looking. The combat does look a lot more improved than what we saw with the original PS4 God of War. Was my main complaint from what I saw. I was like, I missed the old combat system, but if they can make this one good and fun and give me my fucking jump back, you know, I'll pick it up. But
Yeah,
yeah, like it looks pretty raw. God of War always been pretty raw. Like when it comes to the fights. So like even the new ones, so I give that respect.
yeah. I
But
haven't played the games, but I'm not gonna lie. That moment where Kratos throws his fucking axe and it collides with Thor's hammer, that's kind of sick. I'm not gonna
now
lie.
I'm gonna be real. From what I've seen of the PS4 God of War, nothing in like I know it's a build. It's the origin game for his new thing, but it's like the finale of that. So I expect the finale to be better, but nothing in that game came close to the shit that happened in God of War 3. Like nothing like this, like the rawness of God of War 3, like what he was doing when he was on the freaking the seahorse shit in the beginning of the game, and you have to jump on that thing and take it down with Gaia and
Pause.
Like Kratos, no, bro, and Kratos but he's fighting beside it, or he's beside inside there like that seahorse shit he made. All right, Kratos rips that dude out, chunks his ass to the fucking mountain, and just starts pummeling him and rips his head off. He's like the ligaments of his head like getting ripped off. Like none of that has been was in like the last game. So like we gotta I need them to step up. I need like Thor to get his like head crashed in, but who knows? Because they're trying to like make Kratos like calmer and shit, but who knows?
Hmm.
I need some gore. I need somebody to get like ripped in half, man. I need my god. I need Kratos back. I
I
need
need
the
my
Kratos I
Kratos,
know.
not my
Yeah,
Kratos. Hashtag not my
I
Kratos.
the Kratos. Look, he can be a good father and still rip these niggas' heads off. Okay, all right. He would look. They deserved it. They deserved
Like
it.
I don't care about this game right now because I haven't played the original, but that controller looks pretty nice.
All I can
Like
say is like I wish they made a Ratchet and Clank controller like that. I don't know why they
I
didn't
don't. I may
when it
have to
came out.
cop the controller. That blue with those wolves on the middle button. Oh, that looks clean.
Speaking of that, I think the PS5 needs more controllers like that because I look at Xbox like series controllers, and there are a lot of the controllers with different designs, like the Sonic one that came out recently, and there's a
Well,
Forza one that looked
I,
really
I
good.
think that's also because Microsoft. It's very similar to the One controller, and Microsoft is pretty used to making different controllers and having companies make controllers. I think the PS5 it's still like a newer controller, so maybe you're just not seeing as much in terms of
Uh,
custom stuff.
Just give me my Ratchet and Clank one. That's all I want,
You know,
please.
but I think that was about it. I'm trying to look and make sure, but I mean, in terms of important stuff, I think that was about it.
That was
Uh,
pretty much it. And then now
okay,
it's just the announcements of games after that, which
can we
is like
talk?
insane.
Can we talk about how
Yeah,
quickly how funny it was that Nintendo announced Resident Evil Cloud games?
Yeah,
yeah, they keep
That
doing that.
Cloud is always funny. Every
I
time it
mean,
just has
like
Cloud at the end, it's always hilarious.
I mean, my thing with the cloud stuff, and this is what I'll give Xbox a little praise for, is that when you have like Game Pass, you have the cloud, they allow you to do that on your phone, right? And it's done in a certain way on the phone to where it can work on the phone, and your phone has like actual data on it, so you can go out, outside and say you're waiting in a line or some shit, you can get on your phone and start playing stuff on your phone through your own internet. You don't need other internet. But the Switch doesn't have any like 5G internet or anything like that. That's his biggest problem with releasing cloud games, in my opinion. Is that like because you're marketing the system as a portable system, but these are games that cannot be played portably because you don't have like any like internal like 5G in your system. You have to connect to like an internet source or be connected to the internet source. And I'm pretty sure if you go to McDonald's or that coffee shop or some shit, that internet is not going to be enough to play Resident Evil 8 on your Nintendo Switch. You might as well bring your PC and play it in there. But I feel like it's just it's some of these games. I feel like some of these games also could be ported down to the Switch, like the remake specifically. I think can be ported down to the Switch, and even like Resident Evil 7, I think can be ported down. It'll look like shit, but it can be ported down. To it, but Capcom
Yeah.
doesn't want to put the money
I
in
mean,
that. So
especially when like the Steam Deck exists now, and it's like there is a system that can play these games and more without needing to be cloud versions. It's
yeah,
just it continues to baffle me every time I see cloud on the side of a game. I just laugh. It's hilarious every time.
I will say what is pretty interesting is that um like so I didn't talk about this much, but there was a Kickstarter for a Wild Arms, and it's going to tie into some later, a little bit later in the podcast and talk about it. But there's a Kickstarter to Wild Arms and Shadow Hearts, like spiritual successors by the original creators, and it like got a bunch of stuff. Like it already like it passed its Kickstarter goal in like a day, which is crazy. Uh, but it like they mention on the systems because the games come out in like 2025, both of them. They mentioned for the systems that it would be the like PS5, Xbox Series, and uh like the next. They didn't say the Switch, said the next Nintendo console. So I'm thinking that Nintendo is gonna in pretty maybe in 2025 or 2026, we're gonna get a new Nintendo, like a new Nintendo console, probably an upgrade to the Switch that can act because that can actually like at least run these newer games. Because I know companies are probably getting fed up with this shit of like having to downgrade their stuff and like essentially remaking their games for just for it to run on the Switch. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean I could see that. It just depends. I don't know, but yeah. What else was announced? Like other stuff besides the directs and the state of play.
Well, I'll just say this. It's just like recent. This ties into the Wild Arms thing. So it seems like all the old RPGs, the three that came out like in the 3D era, are like returning because Suikoden 1 and 2 got getting a remake. Which, if you go look on eBay at the price of Suikoden 2 right now, you understand why it needs a remake. But like it's crazy because these people are already making like a spiritual successor to Suikoden. It was like it's like Elden U Chronicles or some shit like that. And it was the original devs, right? And then Konami announces this, and
Oh
that
my
dev is like there.
god.
Konami announces this, and that dev is there. He's like at the freaking event.
I just looked at Suikoden on eBay. My god.
I'm telling you, that's what I mean. Look at Suikoden 5. It's 2 and 5 that are the
Jesus
worst.
Christ. Like $300 for a non-factory sealed version.
Look at disc
Christ.
only. Look at disc only for Suikoden 5.
I hate this.
So Suikoden 2 is like, oh, like people hype it as one of the best RPGs ever made. So the fact that they're making a remake of this and it's going to be on all systems is amazing. This was the thing that Konami was saying that this was the franchise that was like they were bringing back, or like a beloved franchise. They had something surprise for it. This was it, and they have been sitting dormant on this franchise longer than like Metal Gear or Silent Hill. This has been like since like I think 2006 since they did anything. So it's kind of crazy.
Mhm.
That was pretty cool. So you gonna buy Suikoden 2 on your PS1?
No.
You gonna pay
You
four
think I
hundred
just have
dollars?
$300 to drop?
You gonna pay 400 for a complete
Okay,
in-box
well,
copy?
I say that, but I'm gonna be real here. When that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Switch OLED drops, I'm probably gonna buy that. I
Ecosystems.
I think it's time.
See, I can't talk because that remember that Sonic Xbox controller.
Yeah, you're getting that.
I bought that
Good
already.
lord.
I already bought it. I mean,
That was like what, $200 for that controller?
I had an Amazon card gifted to me before, so
Christ.
it cut some of the cost. But
Well, see, I have a reason to purchase a Switch OLED. For one, just in general, right? Better screen for better portability because I don't really like playing the Switch portably that much. Two, my Switch is kind of fucked up. Remember, I got a release Switch, and the fan on the release Switch is not as good as the future models. My fan is completely torched. It just does not work. If I play any game, like especially the more intense like Xenoblade, Splatoon, like the more recent games, it lasts like 30 minutes before it just overheats and turns my console off, which actually happened while I was playing Splatoon with Jay the other day. So what I have as my temporary situation, I have a portable fan that I put on top of the fan, and it vents the air out of it. So I have a like external fan for my Switch. Um, so yeah, no, I definitely need to get a new console, and Pokemon decided to release a new OLED in November, so I'm gonna get that.
I want them to make a good Sonic design. Once they do that, I'm good.
hmm I'm really pissed. I wish the Gen 4 one they released was not a Switch Lite. That pissed me off. I don't want a Switch Lite. I don't care. What were you saying,
Yeah.
Brian?
No, I was just agreeing. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't really care for Switch Lite shit. So
It's just
yeah,
like it's literally a portable console, but I like having the opportunity or the choice to use it as a console. It's like, why would I guess Switch Lite, it's more portable, and for those people that don't care about playing it on TV, I guess I get it. It's cheaper too. I just don't care enough. But I just want the OLED because one, I just need a new Switch, and two, I like the bigger screen and the more vibrant colors. So I'm down. But I guess before we end the podcast, we'll let Jay have uh, his Sonic time.
Yes.
I'll be real.
Actually,
I'm with you, dude. This Sonic news is hype.
yeah, it's the Sonic Hour. So
I'll,
if you
I'll
don't want
say
to hear
this.
Schizo post, leave the podcast now.
Okay.
You've watched long enough for the YouTube algorithm to
Hey,
bump
no,
us. So
it's actually,
Yeah,
yo,
Mitchell left for a second. Okay.
yeah,
but I'll say this
Hey, you said a few.
because
Said
there's so much,
yeah,
there's too much information to cover. So I guess we can talk about Splatoon 2, like next podcast, three,
yeah.
next podcast, and how we're playing it because we gotta like do this platform. Because anyway, but all right, look, okay, like this people, look, they've been showing this game has been getting better and better. You know, I always say this. I keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. All right, so, and people get annoyed. I don't care. But like, dude, this next island, like I was scared for a lava island. I was scared for a desert island because those regular themes tend to be boring. But man, like the fucking volcano island is like a sky volcano island. There's this bird you can fly on and shit. These bosses are insane. Like there's different ways to fight them. They had more developer interviews. We found out that Izuka, like this game was come out earlier, but Izuka wanted to delay it, and they've been playtesting it since like 2017, and they had playtested it, and they stopped playtesting it up until like March of this year, like because they were trying to make it like perfect, right? And Izuka had to fight to get the game delayed till now.
Oh,
That's why
look,
that's why there's no delays
when
coming
you've
out because
pissed
they had
off
to
your
fight.
fan base as much as they have, I mean, I would be doing that too, honestly.
And
Yeah.
Kishimoto, the director of the game, because Izuka's the producer, and Izuka is the one that has to like. Okay, no, I think okay, no, Izuka's the he's both. Okay, the point is Izuka is like he looks over the game, trying to make sure it's good and everything, but he's also the person that talks to like the people that the higher ups of Sega that tells them like, hey, you know, this needs to be done, blah blah blah. We need this much time, and he also gets the shit from them because you know they're gonna be like, oh, they don't understand everything, right? They want a game out, they want stuff out by the physical year. The point is, uh, Kishimoto has said there's the hidden goal behind this game is to put Sonic Team back at the top of the gaming industry again. All right, and that was their goal when making this game, and you can tell, like you can tell they actually care. You can tell they actually put a lot of work into this. You can tell they were trying to make something like crazy for once, and like goddamn man, like it is that volcano island. The fact that like Supersonic is like just playable, like in a like before the final boss, which means we're gonna get a new form, which we haven't gotten a new form since Sonic and the Black Knight. They have been like very like weird with that. It is insane how much is happening with this game. Like this is I like people are still skeptical. You got people saying dumb shit all the time, but this is going to be this might just be the best Sonic game ever made. This could be it, and that's crazy considering like you know, and part of me saying it because I hold like Adventure 1 and 2 like, up to a high on a high horse, and like nothing can beat that. But this might do it.
I think it could end up
I
being
don't
pretty
know.
good. I'm excited for it. Definitely. Can't wait to have another Sonic discussion next week, Jay. Same time, same place.
Yeah, I'm surprised. That was another thing that had news come out. Like, I'm surprised so much news came out for it. Also, the Titan looks like it looks like an Ava unit. So
Yo, he has like 4
now
rows
this
of
is
teeth.
yeah, it's like Ava. It's like the fucking Avas.
Yeah, like literally like animated like them and shit.
So now I need that Sonic X Ava artist. Like, can you guys start working on that, please? So we can get that out because I need to see it. But it's oh man, it's fucking
Dude, this game
I
can't come
can't.
sooner.
I need it in my hands. I need controls in my hands. I don't care. I'm taking off work that day. Maybe I'll take off work the whole week. I don't care. But I need it. I need it now.
All right. Well, good stuff. We actually had shit to talk about because there was way too much in one week.
And we have
I think
more
we're
for
still
next
missing
week.
stuff.
We probably
Yeah, we
are. I mean, things pass through. It happens. We'll get to it next week if we forgot anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But lesson here is don't play League of Legends.
I'm gonna fucking
You know.
kill you.
All right. Yo,
I will
thanks for.
scalp you.
But anyways, thanks for being the good
I
little
will
people and
shoot
listening
you
to the
in the street.
podcast again for the week. Check us out down below, all that good
I
stuff.
will hang you
We
by
will
the fucking
see
ball
y'all next week. Same time, same place.
Just stare at
sack.
the
Drawn and
ceiling.
quartered.
I hope you're in the bed.
Shut up.
Jay,
Shut
Jay,
up.
shut
I know
up.
it's gonna be
Shut up.
staring at the fucking comments.
Okay, I'm gonna mute Jay for the end of this. Yeah, see y'all later. See y'all next week. Bye.